I'm here with Volker Lederer to discuss a distributor's view of the current situation in the market for fasteners. Firstly, Volker, I'd like to say thank you for your time to answer these questions.
Welcome. I'm happy that you are here.
I promise there's not too many of them. Let's start with the current market situation. There was a slowdown in the market towards the end of 2019. How has 2020 started for you as a business?
The key figures like turnover, sales volume, they went down in the first month of 2020 compared to January 2019. I think the situation is still stable. We see a slowdown, but it's not a heavy slowdown. Or it's a downturn, but not a heavy downturn. So I'm quite optimistic for the next month that the situation will remain stable, and I'm quite optimistic that maybe later on in this year there will be a slight recovery.
There has been a lot of uncertainty within the market due to the US-China trade war and Brexit. As a company, how do you deal with these issues that have such a big impact on your market but are out of your control?
I would say Brexit is really a heavy topic for us. We have a lot of customers in the UK, and we also want now in the future have a good and smooth contact with them. I think basically we counter uncertainties by being in very close contact with our partners, with our suppliers, with our customers, to get as much information as possible and to be able to react if uncertainties grow or new uncertainties come up. The trade war, China, USA, you mentioned this point. For us, it's not that important. Okay, it is important because it affects the global market and the economy of the global market. But for us, as company Lederer, it's not such a big thing.
Okay. Is it concerning regarding, obviously, with the trade wars with US and China and Brexit, the countries seeming to move towards a more isolation rather than a more open market? Is that a concern for you as a business?
Yeah, that concerns us because, you know, especially the German industry is very export orientated. And Germany is still the base of our business. So the majority of our sales go to German companies in Germany or in other European countries, but they are German, very often German companies. So if there is more isolation, if there is more protectionism, then this will for sure affect also our business. Because if our customers sell less, then we also sell less.
Okay. A key part of your product portfolio is your range of stainless steel products. How has the fluctuation in the nickel price over the last 12 months impacted your business? And how do you combat these fluctuations if you can?
So the nickel price is always strongly influenced by short-term speculation. This is something we cannot avoid and we cannot combat. We have to accept this and we have to live with this situation. So what we do is we try to be well informed about the nickel price, about the reasons why nickel price went up or down. We talk to our suppliers, to our partners, to understand more about the current situation and maybe to understand what is going on in the near future. We try to understand what's going on the market, the economic situation in the countries, especially in Europe. And knowing all this, we try to make our perfect decisions. There are no perfect decisions, but sometimes we think the nickel price is very, very attractive for us, then we purchase maybe a little bit more. In other periods, we think that nickel price would go down in 1 or 2 months, and then we wait with bigger purchasing volumes. So that's how we try to deal with this speculation and fluctuations. But at the end, unfortunately, we don't have a crystal ball.
Has the role of distributors changed over the last decade? And if so, how?
I think the major change is that distributors are more and more service providers. The service level is increasing every year. We still sell fasteners, but we offer, especially to our end user customers, industrial customers, more and more services like C-parts management, services related to digitization, data exchange, technical support. All these things are more and more important in the cooperation with our customers.
So are you finding that customers are looking for these types of services, so they're becoming more of a requirement?
I think it's a development on both sides. It's a development on the customer side and it's a development on the distributor side. So customers are asking for more services and we are offering more services. We as company Lederer, we are able to follow in Europe and to satisfy the demands of our customers, not only in Germany but also in other European countries. So the customers have higher requirements, higher demands, more needs, and we have to follow, and we follow.
Okay. You mentioned kind of the higher requirements from customers. Have you noticed a change in the regulatory developments and there are requirements for customers for more certifications, more processes being monitored, etc.?
I think bureaucracy is getting more and more. From my perception, yes, the regulatory things increase and are getting more important. So I think we have to adapt our organization to these developments. We have to take more and more care about the data management and other customs matters, for example. Customs matters are a very important thing. I'm also sure that these developments will continue in the future. So this is not something which stops now or which is at the highest point at the moment. I think these requirements will increase more and more in the future.
Is quality still a key selling point, or is it expected within the market now? And how do you ensure the consistency of that quality?
In my estimation, quality is expected as a standard today. So it's not a selling point or a selling argument. You have to have the quality the customer requires, and that's it. You have no choice. You must guarantee the required quality. If you are not able to do so, then you have no chance to supply to your customers. We have our testing laboratory or our QC department here in Ennepetal, which is up to date and which is able to make all the relevant inspections. For more sophisticated inspections or special certificates, we use our laboratory in Shanghai. Also, we use it for Chinese suppliers before they ship their products to Ennepetal. So we make sure that what arrives in Ennepetal has the right quality.
Lederer offers C-parts management and VMI. What led you to provide this service and how has it developed?
In the middle of the 90s, we got the chance to implement a C-parts management system. For us, it was the first time, and at that time, the term C-parts management was for us more or less a foreign word. But quite quickly, we found out that this is a good chance for us to develop a second business model or second leg for our company. And also, it's a good opportunity to create a completely different type of relationship with our customer. And so after 2 or 3 years, year 2000, 2001, we thought about developing our ability to offer C-parts management to our customers. And then in 2001, 2002, we started to promote the service to our customers.
Okay. Do you think there will be a shift in the market from traditional distribution to more VMI services?
I think that traditional distribution will remain, but I'm also convinced that VMI services will become more and more important, and especially the customers who are interested in VMI services. They ask more and more services, and there the service level is growing day by day. When we are talking about VMI, we are talking about RFID, we are talking about digitization, we are talking again about technical support. So the relationship between us and the customer is much closer, much deeper than with the traditional business model.
Is being able to supply customers with a wide range of C-parts and not just fasteners becoming essential rather than an added service?
It is becoming more and more important to supply a wide range of C-parts because many customers, especially large international enterprises, they are really looking for this service. And again, when they are looking for single suppliers, they are not only interested in purchasing fasteners from you, they are in many cases also interested to purchase many other parts, C-parts from you. Also on the other side, for us, it is important that we can satisfy this requirement of our customers, so also our ability to supply C-parts is growing. Also, if you take a look at our logistic center or the logistic center of other fastener distributors, you see that we are able to deliver C-parts. We have such a sophisticated logistic center that it works for fasteners, but it works also for other C-parts.
Whilst digitization is currently a hot topic within the industry, Lederer has been working on it for several years. As a business, why did you decide to focus on it?
At Lederer, we have always pursued the goal to make processes and procedures as lean, efficient, and as fast as possible. In this way, we want to maintain our competitiveness and our ability to be a partner of our customers. We firmly believe that focusing on digitization or digital processes, we have the opportunity to even become more efficient, more flexible, and at the end more competitive. And so we see a big chance for us in digitization to be an efficient, flexible, and very qualified partner to our customers.
What are the advantages of embracing digitization, and are there any risks? And if so, what are they?
The advantages of digitization, from my point of view, lie, for example, in the data exchange, fast data exchange, fast processes, customer proximity, process safety, unlimited availability of all data. So these are big advantages of digitization. The risk is when you want to digitize your processes, when you want to develop digitization in your company, you have to invest a lot of money. You might make mistakes because nobody knows exactly where digitization goes in the future. So you make steps ahead, but sometimes you don't know whether this step is really the right step. And so it might happen that you invest a lot of money, and at the end, after 1 year, 2 years, 6 months, you find out that you made a wrong step. So this is one risk. The other risk is maybe that you rely too much on the machine. We are people, we are men, we have to rely on our employees and on ourselves. So machines are helping us to do the business, but they shouldn't do the business for us. So this is maybe another risk of digitization.
So obviously with the increasing use of technology within businesses, do you still see a role for the human factor in businesses and the employees?
Of course, our employees have always played a crucial role in our organization, and they will do so in the future as well. The machine is a good support, but the people, they are the company. So we need good people, we need qualified people, and we need the relationship with other people in other companies, with our suppliers, with our customers, business partners. So that is what is creating our business and what makes us successful. The machine is supporting us. It's getting more and more important, but we always have to be clear. The people, our employees, our staff, the people we work with are essential for our company.
What are Lederer's aims for the remainder of 2020, and what challenges and opportunities lie ahead?
So definitely we want to continue our process of growth. We want to further consolidate our market position in a very tight competitive environment. A key challenge for this year is definitely the economic situation. So we talked about that before, but we don't know how the situation will develop in this year. We talked about Brexit, we talked about the trade war between China and the US, but I think there are a lot of other uncertainties now. We are talking about coronavirus. So there are a lot of challenges for us, but our target is to further develop, to further grow, and we invested a lot of money in the past. We have to consolidate our processes, our organizational structure, and that is our target, our goal for 2020.
That's some really interesting information. Thank you very much for your time, Volker.
Thank you, Will. It was a pleasure for me.
Thank you.